Greetings tubers, welcome to Joe Talks Tech. According to the reports, the best selling smartphone of Q1 2020 is iPhone 11 and the best selling smartphone of Q1 2019 is iPhone XR. Of course, iPhones are the best selling smartphones across the global market. But what happened to the iPhones in India? Though Apple sales have increased significantly in India in 2019 and 2020, Apple still isn't among the top 5 brands in India. Do you know why? Do you think people in India hate iPhones? Actually, no. I've known so many people personally whose life goal is to get a job and buy an iPhone. Also, there are so many teenagers and students who are harassing their parents to buy the latest model iPhones. And also, Meg broke up with Sam because he couldn't get her an iPhone. Well, the last one may not be that true, or maybe it is. Then, why isn't Apple sales doing well in India? And why isn't Apple among the top 5 brands in India? Actually, the simple explanation is its price. iPhones are the most expensive smartphones in India, next only to the Samsung Galaxy Fold and the Moto Razr. It's not that people in India don't buy expensive smartphones, but we have better options which are less expensive. Let's compare the price of Samsung and Apple phones in the US. The iPhone 11 in US costs around $699, while the Samsung Galaxy S20 costs $999. The iPhone 11 Pro Max costs around $999, while the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus costs $1,199. The iPhone 11 Pro Max costs around $1,099 and the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra costs around $1,399. We can see that the iPhones are actually cheaper than the Samsung phones. Now let's compare the prices of iPhones and Samsung phones in India. The iPhone 11 in India costs around 68,300 rupees, while the Samsung S20 costs 70,499 rupees. The iPhone 11 Pro Max costs around 1,06,600 rupees, while the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus costs around 77,899 rupees. The iPhone 11 Pro Max costs around 1,17,100 rupees, while the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra costs around 97,999 rupees. In India, we can see that it's actually the opposite of the US. The Samsung phones are cheaper than the iPhones. I mean, the S20 Ultra is cheaper than the iPhone 11 Pro. You can actually save 8,601 rupee if you choose the S20 Ultra or the iPhone 11 Pro, and you can actually save 19,101 rupees if you choose the S20 Ultra or the iPhone 11 Pro Max. But even if the iPhones and Samsung phones are at the same price in the US market, many customers in the US would prefer the iPhones or the Samsung phones. But in India, people are settling for the less expensive Samsung phones or the iPhones. But what is the problem? Why are the iPhones that expensive in India? Do you think Apple is greedy? Maybe it is, because I am talking about a company which is selling the Apple stand for $999. But no, that is not the reason. The main reason is the import tax. Now let's do some math. The cost of iPhone 11 Pro in the US is $999, and we convert it into Indian rupees. It would be around 72,000 to 75,000 depending upon the exchange value. Then why is it priced at 1,06,600 rupees? Clearly, the difference is due to the import tax and the shipping charges. While the shipping charges are not that high, the import taxes are very high. I think you may have a question here. How does Samsung manage to keep their prices lower than the iPhones? Even Samsung has to pay the import taxes, right? The answer is by cutting corners and sacrificing a little profit. This is the reason why Samsung does not bring the Qualcomm processor to their premium smartphones in India. By manufacturing the Exynos processors on their own, Samsung managed to keep their prices a bit lower. The S20 series in India are having the Exynos processors and they do not support 5G. That is the reason why Samsung can manage their prices for a bit lower. Okay, now coming to the iPhones, is there a solution to this problem? Actually, there is a solution to this problem and Apple is already on it. The reason why the import taxes are high is because the government wants to promote mobile manufacturing in India, and Apple has already started its mobile manufacturing in India. While it's not manufacturing the latest model iPhones, but it's a step in the right direction. If Apple manages to keep their price as the same as that of the Samsung's flagships, then more customers in India are gonna choose Apple over the Samsung. In fact, even Apple knows this fact. The reason why the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 10 are doing great in India is because they are less expensive. Personally, I think that the Samsung's premium segment is gonna take a really big hit and even get crushed by the Apple if Apple can manage the same price as that of the Samsung's flagships. I mean, almost no one would choose a Samsung phone over an iPhone if they are at the same price. Well, that's my opinion. What do you think? Leave your opinion in the comments below. And thanks for watching the video. Hope you buy an iPhone soon.